Hi friends, just hopping in to say I hope you enjoy the video. It's one I've built for Pleasantview 25 years later, and it's Brandi's diner. So I'm off to hop in a pot in the kitchen. Bye friends. Enjoy. Okay, so here we are in the lot. I originally built it a little bit too close to the road, so I ended up moving it back a little bit just because it just felt cramped and I didn't really want it to. But my plan for this is for it to be reminiscent of Brandi's trailer. So I wanted it to be small and cozy, but obviously it couldn't be as small as her actual trailer because it wouldn't fit anything in it. I had originally thought about building it in her trailer and sort of just renovating it, but it didn't work. So we have moved to this lot, which is in the sort of town area of Pleasantview, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I knew I wanted it to be pink, and I knew I wanted it to have that typical, like stereotypical, I should say, diner feel, because I know when I think of a diner, I think of those like red and white ones with like the is it check? Yeah, like chessboard, like the squares on the floor. I can't think of the right bloody word. It's 11 o'clock at night. It's past my bedtime. Anyway, I knew I wanted it to be similar to that, but I just wanted it to be pink. I did originally pick like a mint green. Hello, Amber. Go away for a minute. What was I saying? I did originally pick a mint green for the floor, but then I ended up changing it to pink again because I found some wallpaper that I really liked, and I just wanted it to match that in the end because I've been on a CC binge once again, friends. I've got far too much in my game, and I, for one, don't care, but here we are. Anyway, so I'm happy with how it turned out. This is for Pleasantview 25 years later, the Let's Play that I've been working on over the last few months. So I've been going through the families at the moment and doing like a history of them and then where they are now. And I have been building the houses and the lots in order, and I haven't actually got to Brandi's yet, but I know what I'm doing with her. But I wanted to build a diner, so I built hers because I love Brandi. She's one of my favourites, and I just really fancy building this today. I had a sudden bit of inspiration, although after seeing the Sims 4 trailer for the new cottage pack, I now want to build a cottage, but we're doing that on stream tomorrow, so I need to just rein it the fuck in for a bit. So I wanted, right, I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'm just going to tell you what I envisioned for this. So I wanted somewhere where people can take their children after like school or whatever for a snack, or on the weekends that had like a cozy sort of family feel that wasn't too expensive, that had sort of relatively, I guess, normal food or like comfort foods and stuff. And also somewhere where teenagers could go and get like a milkshake with their friends, because I like having places where I think it's realistic that teenagers would be, because I think that's sometimes tricky in The Sims, or at least for me anyway. And I know that when I was a teenager, we used to go and get like milkshakes in town. We wouldn't sit in a diner because there weren't any, because I live in a town in like England. But we used to go to this place called Shake Shack, and it wasn't like the Shake Shack, which is like, you know, that brand that I think sells food and stuff. It was literally just like a tiny little shop front that sold like all these milkshakes. And my favourite one, because they used to crush up sweets and chocolates to go in them. Oh my god, so good. My favourite one was the Magic Stars ones, and they've got like the little faces on, and I used to like take, not at when it's in the ice cream, obviously, well, milkshake, because they've all like crushed up, but when you get a packet of them, I used to like looking at the faces and seeing which expression they had, but that's besides the point. Anyway, I like those milkshakes. They were my favourite ones. And there was another flavour that I know I used to really like, but I can't remember what it is now, and I know it's going to bother me for the rest of the night. But did any of you have places like that where you would get a milkshake and it would be like crushed up chocolate or sweets? And if so, what were your favourite flavours? Because I'd really like to go to one of those again. I'm pretty sure they still exist. I just haven't come across one in a really long time. But anyway, that's got absolute shit all really to do with this build. So yeah, I'm happy with how it turned out. My favourite room is the kitchen, actually. I think it looks really nice in there and it looks cosy. It's got baking stuff dotted around, and it's got some nice custom content bits and bobs in there as well. It looks really cute. I'm pleased with the half wall because I wanted it to have that feel of when you can see into the kitchens in some places that you do go. So I did that. I was originally going to put a bar in front of it, but when I put down the booths and things like that, there just wasn't enough space for it. So I end up missing that off, but I'm still really happy with how it turned out. So yeah, I'm pleased. But what was I going to say about it? That was it. Custom content. So I should have read a script, but I haven't, all right? Don't at me. If there's any custom content you see in the build that you like, just drop me a message in the comments or feel free to jump over into the Discord and we'll be more than happy to help you over there if you do see something, as I haven't linked it all. But I put a play area out the back complete with sandpit, as you can see, because I wanted there to be somewhere for the children to play as well, like because I figured they could come in, right? And in my head, I know it probably won't work this way, but like do their homework, eat their tea, and then like play outside, or just eat their tea and play outside, then go home to do their homework, or vice versa. Anyway, it really isn't. That's in the small print, darlings, and I suppose it doesn't matter. But anyway, that's the vision I had in my head, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm looking forward to playing in this lot. I want Brandi to be the chef, if she can be. I'm pretty sure you can be in The Sims 2, so I'm happy with that. If not, she'll be the manager, which is fine as well, but I'm fairly certain you can work as the chef. So that's what I want Brandi to do, and I want it to be like a family sort of business. So I don't want to spoil too much of what Brandi's been up to in the 25 years, but all I'll tell you is that she is married and she has had children, and some of them are helping and the spouse is helping, but I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not going to say any more than that. But what I will tell you about Brandi is that she realised that actually she was really passionate about the meals that she made for her children, wanted to make the best meal she possibly could for them, and realised how much she enjoyed it. So ended up like working her way up, getting a job as a dishwasher and earning enough money so she could eventually own her own place, which she managed to do because she's a badass bitch. And we love Brandi. Well, I love Brandi. I don't know if any of you like Brandi, but I assume so, because what's not to like? So that's what she did, and she managed to open her diner, which she called Brandi's Diner, which I knew that I wanted to call it that. I know it's kind of simplistic or whatever, and I could have picked something a bit more fancy, but I didn't want to. I wanted it to feel homey, and because she'll have been a sim that's been living in Pleasantview for the last 25 years and longer than that, because she was there when her husband and her first settled and had kids, she's sort of like, I guess, well known by people. She's popular. She's got a lot of friends within Pleasantview, so a lot of them bring their kids. Her kids are friends with their kids, so it's like a nice sort of community feel. But I don't want to spoil it, because there will be a video coming out telling you all of the history of the Broke family and also where Brandi is now. And what she's been up to in the 25 years. But I'm happy. I changed this board out the front because I realised they had English writing on, and I don't actually like having stuff that's not Simlish in my game. So I think I changed it for one that's like the Sims 3 Indulgent Bakery or whatever the fuck it was called. But I changed it for that anyway, and I'm happy with it. It's cute. So what else was I going to tell you? That was it. So I was trying to find booths to go in here, and I wanted them to look a bit more sort of like, not worn, but kind of worn, if that makes sense, and more fabricy. And I also wanted pink ones, or like white with white wood and pink, or something like that, but I couldn't find it. So if any of you know of any custom content that might have that, please let me know. But I am really happy with how it turned out. I like the tables with the little lacy tablecloth, and I like the little booths. I end up changing them. So I originally put them like this and then realised it just looks a bit weird, so I ended up changing them to make it look a little bit more private, which worked out well, I think, in the end, because actually, like that one there, so although there's like, it's a small place, I still wanted there to feel like there was enough space for people, but not too overcrowded, because restaurants are hard to run in The Sims 2. I think so anyway, so I didn't want it to be too much. But I like it. I like that it's cozy and small, because it reminds me of her trailer, because her trailer was cozy and small, and I'm just really happy with how it turned out. I am going to put a thing out the front to stop stray dogs, and I also kind of wish, now looking at it while I'm watching the video, that I'd put a few fruit trees in, so I might end up putting some of those in, but she does have some on her home lot, so I don't necessarily need to, because I guess we can go along with the fact that she would bring her produce from home into work, because she wants fresh ingredients for the kids of Pleasantview that may be unable to afford like expensive food or good food at home. She has this place where she can feed people good, like, nutritious meals that aren't going to be super expensive, because when she was raising the boys it was really tough money wise. But anyway, that's my little diner. I hope you enjoyed it. Tell me about your milkshakes, and if you want to, please join us over on Twitch. I'll leave the link in the bio. I stream every Monday, Tuesday and Friday. Sims 2 every Monday and Friday. We're playing an Uberhood on Mondays, and then we're building Stardew Valley on the Fridays, and I play Zelda Breath of the Wild And I might be adding in a Thursday. I haven't decided yet, but it'll probably be under 10 if I do. But yes, anyway, feel free to join us. Feel free to join us in the Discord. And if you did enjoy it, please leave me a like and a thumbs up. And if you think that there's anything that would work better in the diner, let me know. But I'm going to piss off now and stop talking at you. So have fun. Have a nice day. Ta-ra!